Very good morning to all of you. Thank you.
By an incredible panel.
It's a very important topic, which
At the latest World Economic Forum in Davos, leaders from all over the world gave speeches and gave their thoughts on many issues. A single one to encapsulate the general climate everybody was feeling was Mark Carney's, which talked about the overarching control and encroachment of the US on the world, the over-leveraging of dollarization, its trade networks, and culture to get one over on all the other players. In contrast to the speech was Trump's, a 90-minute ramble on Biden, the election, US internal affairs, the price of eggs, and most notably Greenland, which he mistakenly referred to 3 times as Iceland. When you watch this absurd juxtaposition, you can't help but see the contrast between a fed-up world and a self-centered power. You can't help but feel the end of an empire as it slowly self-sabotages into oblivion. But you then stop and ask, why? Over the course of history, empires have carried a curse, if you will. It's not the world moving away from their currencies. It's not internal conflicts, it's not hubris and overextending their military. These are for sure existential problems, but there's something much more subtle and much harder to reverse. It's when your national mythology doesn't work anymore. A mythology is a story that makes sacrifice feel like a privilege. For the British, it was the civilizing mission. For the Soviets, it was the vanguard of the proletariat. For the US, it was the city on a hill. The idea that American interests and global interests are the same thing. In order to see when national mythology stops making sense, let's take a look at World War II. 2 powers which collectively owned more than a third of the world at their peak, believed to be a civilizing and rationalizing mission for the whole world. A third power with a bitter sense of loss, believing the world conspired to keep it from greatness, mixed in with a patchwork of ancient paganism, nationalism, racial purism, and central planning, rebuilt a humiliated nation within a decade, a nation that believes it's destined to rule over the world. Then you have Italy with its belief destiny to bring back the Roman Empire by invading Ethiopia. We'll get back to that one. These mythologies helped expand and enrich these countries beyond anyone's imagination. They helped justify war, subjugation, and murder, until these mythologies clashed with each other, destroying everyone involved. This is what the economist Friedrich List called kicking away the ladder. He noted that once a nation climbs to the top using certain policies and ideals, it immediately turns around and extracts the wrong principles from their experience, and then boldly tells everyone to implement these incorrect principles. Britain did it in the 1800s, and as the smoke cleared, the US was preparing to do it on a scale the world had never seen. As World War II approached its end, the US was shocked out of its isolationism. There was a general sense of need to get involved in the war. The US slowly extended its arms into the rebuilding process of Europe, positioning itself as Europe's only hope for freedom. The US was eager to do it because it viewed itself as the world's policeman, as being chosen to oversee world affairs and ensure its smooth operations. We called it the American century. We built the IMF, the World Bank, and NATO. We built the ladder, and we invited everybody to climb it as long as we stayed at the top. Eventually, the people at the top of the ladder get tired of holding it. Trump's whole life was characterized by endless deal-making. To Trump, there's no sense of past or future. There's only now. There's a deal to be made, a struggle to be had, and outcomes, winners and losers. This mindset was the perfect catalyst for viewing America's mythology in a new light. If I am truly responsible for the world, why don't I own more of it? Why isn't profit maximized from this operation? Why am I sending aid and protection to foreign nations? Why don't I have more land? As nations enter into a period of reinterpreting their mythology, there seems to be nothing you can do about it. You're met with a giant structure that is set in motion and cannot be stopped, although you know it's heading for destruction.